The Net Impact Case competition is put on every single year for students, all first-year students, and it's an opportunity for students to get together in teams of their own choosing and solve a problem that has some kind of social impact component to it.
In our case team of 4, we had a former brand image consultant, we had a engineer, structural engineer, an architect, and we had a accountant who worked in industry, and then we had a consultant, myself. And I think it was a great mix, and I think very representative of the type of people that are here at SOM, leveraging their different types of skills, and coming together to solve a business problem. And I think the dynamic and the teamwork involved there was very strong, and I think that actually catapulted us into performing quite well together.
I've heard both from alums and in my own experience in my internship this summer that managing the team, trying to figure out what's driving everyone who's in the room with you and how to really speak to things so that they understand what you're trying to get at and sort of buy into it is hugely important and is sort of the way that things get accomplished when you're actually working. And so I think this opportunity really gives you a chance to do that with a very focused time constraint, and that adds pressure to make sure you're doing it well.
For the first part of the semester, we've really been focusing on hard skills, accounting, spreadsheets, things like that. But this is a whole other component to that in terms of, as Yale's tagline is, educating leaders for business and society. We've got to be able to work with one another. So this is a perfect way to kind of apply the hard skills that we've learned and, actually put them to use in a way where we have to interact with other people to accomplish some kind of common goal. So I think it's great. It's putting theory to practice and also is really fun.
We usually split for the first half of practice on 2 halves of the ice. One half is really for people who want to practice skating, which ranges from people who've never skated before to people who've never played hockey before. And then the other half of the ice is for people who have some more experience and really want to run drills and kind of work on specific skills. And then the second half of practice is a scrimmage. We split up usually dark jerseys and light jerseys, and we split up into lines by ability. So when you're out on the ice, you're only competing against people who are of more or less your same ability level, which makes it really fun for everybody and kind of keeps everybody in their comfort zone and gets everybody out on the ice.
Last fall was my first time in hockey skates or in hockey gear, and now I'm a captain of the team. I think more to encourage people who've never skated before to play than anything else.
The NBA experience is all about trying new things. It's about expanding your horizons that way. But it's also about the camaraderie, and that's what's most fun here. It's not necessarily just about the time you're on the ice. It's when you're talking on the benches and joking around there as well.
It's so cool to get to use these facilities and not some other rink or have to travel to a public rink or something like that to get to use the Yale University facilities. It really makes me feel connected to the broader Yale University community.
In business school, you spend a lot of time in study groups and in the classroom with your fellow students. But to me, it's times like this where the real bonding occurs. It's relaxed times when you're playing a sport or just having fun. And I've met some of my best friends playing hockey at SOM, and it's people I might not have met otherwise. So it's really the opportunity to hang out, meet new people, and it's also exhilarating to race around the ice once you get the skating part down.
It's a really great opportunity to have as an SOM student, and it's really a pretty big part of my experience here. So I look forward to Wednesday night, starting on Thursday.
Today we have a really great event. We have Professor Andrew Metrick, who's one of our most acclaimed finance professors, here to share with us his experiences from a year in Washington, D.C., where he worked with the Council of Economic Advisors and President Obama, helping to work out the financial crisis.
We have a lot of faculty that had experience out in their fields, maybe Wall Street or in Washington. They share their experiences with us, so we get to see the practitioner's point of view, and then they also combine it with the academic way of looking at things. So we get like a holistic perspective on issues, and that makes us think about problems in a better way.
In terms of formal meetings like this, it's maybe 2 or 3 times a month. There are multiple panels and discussions with faculty members, but also because the classroom is so small and the class sizes are small, there's a lot of faculty-student interaction and students staying after class to speak with faculty about what they do their research in, as well as what jobs and professions students are interested in. And I also think that professors like to do that. They like to get interaction with the students, and they also weave it into their classroom and their teaching materials.
As a second year, you also get the chance to be a teaching assistant for certain professors, which is a great chance to interact with them on a more one-on-one basis and get to know them as people and not just the people who are teaching you.
Closing Bell is a once a week event where we all get together on Thursday evening and mingle, have some food.
This is something that we know happens every week pretty regularly. That brings everyone together. We just get a feel for the community as a whole, gives you a more well-rounded picture of things. So although I don't go to the finance or private equity events, I know that here I can catch up with anybody that I'm not doing those activities with outside of class.
If you look behind here, this is basically what happens day to day. There's a lot of integration, a lot of people that are willing to help you. It's a very cooperative and collaborative environment. At the same time, there will be a lot of case competitions and there will be a lot of events that spur competitive spirits, but all in very, community-based objectives.
I mean, the people is the reason that we love to be here. I mean, if it was just about the classes, we would go home right afterward, but everyone in your class has done amazing things in their lifetime so far. Some people are 23 years old, some people are 32 years old. Just finding out more about those people it's so much fun.
It's just people coming together, knowing that they are SOM, that they are Yale, and they've had a good week and they want to talk about what they're going to do over the next few weeks.